How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution video. And oh boys, do I have quite a different video for you guys today. So as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, here are the top 3 kinds of players that you will primarily see in-game. I've been thinking about this one for a long time, guys, and been racking my brain trying to get the details sorted out, and I think I've narrowed it down to like the top 3. Now, these are not the only types of players. These are kind of just, I think these are the 3 that you'll see most likely, usually in streams, in videos, how-tos, let's plays, tutorials, and the like. You know how it goes. Make sure you slap a like. Make sure you drop in the comment section below if there's any other types of gameplay or play styles as you think you'll see. Please let me know. I'm more than willing to do a part 2 if this video does well. So anyways, if this is your first time to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you hit notifications. That's the only way you'll get notified whenever I upload, and I would surely appreciate that. I would. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. So the first type of player that you'll most likely see, and I think this is the most common, is the typical playthrough gamer. The playthrough gamer will unlock everything as it comes to them. They'll do every mission, they'll complete every objective, they'll finish the game, they'll do it step by step by step. You'll see this a lot. This is how the game is designed to be played from start to finish. If there's any kind of story mode, they'll advance the story as far as possible. They'll unlock everything as far as possible. As soon as there's another island, they'll try to jump to the next island and complete as many objectives. And again, this is going to be pretty common, I think, because as you progress further throughout the game, there's going to be a lot of stuff to find, and this is the easiest way to find a lot of the in-game details. Once you jump to a new island, there's going to be new objectives. Once you unlock new objectives, you're going to get new dinosaurs. Once you get new dinosaurs, that's going to be new gameplay for you. There's going to be new experiences, and this is the best way to get that is, the typical gaming way from start to finish. You go through your levels, I guess would be the easiest way to say that. Again, the most common, definitely the most advised if you want to see what's the meat of the game. If you want to get into that, this would probably be the best way to go. Now for the second kind of gamer is going to be more of the creative style. As we all know, Frontier makes Jurassic World Evolution. Frontier is widely known for their sandbox style of games. If you can just look at Planet Coaster and see how YouTubers like BOO, Silverette, how they go in depth on the building. I mean, they will take objects and literally create a piece of art in game out of almost nothing, and that's really the only kind of gameplay that they focus on. So a lot of YouTubers out there you'll see who do a lot of the artsy artistic style. If there's a lot of in-game materials to be used and utilized in this fashion, there's going to be gamers who are going to be hard on that. You're going to see bush placement, you're going to see perfect sidewalks and angles. If there's a way to spruce up your park in any way, any shape, any fashion, these guys are going to be doing it. You might see people like Corrales hop in and start doing some deep in-game editing, like as far as vanity goes, as far as the appeal, as far as item placement, and each park and habitat will be unique, and each viewing area will be utilized and unique with binge placements, and even down to the soft drink stands and the restrooms will be very unique, very how would you say, I guess they'll make them prettier. They'll put extra rocks and just that little extra detail that really goes that really adds a lot of extra detail into your gameplay. You can go through the story and that's fine, and you can progress through the levels and that's fine, but what's going to keep you coming back is not to replay the story, because you did that, right? Pretty much how it ends from start to finish, but you want to construct a park that's going to be unique to your own, and you want to go as far in down to where the benches are going to be at and how it looks from certain camera angles in game. They're going to be those YouTubers. I think that's the most appealing. I think that adds the most playability. But to each their own. There's no right or wrong way to play, and these are ordered from 1 through 3, but none of them are better or right or wrong. And like I've said before, there's so many different play styles that you could possibly add. And make sure you head down in the comment section below so you can add those. You know what I'm saying? We might do a part 2. So anyways, let's jump into number 3. And that is going to be the non-conformist. That's going to be the people like Quibblecop, who's going to be, deleting the fences and ushering the dinosaurs out and trying to get them to eat the park guests and stuff like that. You're going to see crazy things like in City Skylines where, people will fill up huge areas with some weird, crazy terrain, and, like how they had houses sitting on edge of cliffs and stuff like that. You're going to see that kind of stuff here. You're going to see parks where there's not going to look like a normal, Zoo Tycoon or any kind of normal park that you would see. They're going to have a bunch of weird stuff. Like you're going to see people who have huge mountains that you'll have to go all the way up to, and there'll be like one Tyrannosaurus Rex up there, and that'll be like their only attraction. And there'll be people who's going to be trying to break the game and see what the limits are and how far they can go with the game and what they will be allowed to do, and at what point will the game just start and stop working. And there are going to be people like that who'll go really far in depth into the terrain editing, the item placement, trying to get dinosaurs to do all kinds of weird stuff that normally in game you wouldn't see. These people are going to be trying to find ways to mix and match game elements that you normally wouldn't see, and see just to see the aftermath, see what happens. And if you think about it, they also have a weather aspect. The weather aspect could add to each one of these play styles and really kind of throw a wrench into it. Like, for example, on City Skylines, if you have a tsunami coming and you're building like a regular city that you would on a normal game, well, you're going to have a hell of a time. But if you're some guy who wants to build a huge mountain in front of their city and just see how many tsunamis it can withstand, well, then you're going to have a great time. And that's where these type of players come into play, and you're going to see a lot of that crazy stuff happening. So here we have our top 3 different kinds of players that Jurassic World Evolution will house. These guys are going to be the bread and butter of the community. You're going to learn a lot, especially from the typical gamer, the guy who's going to go from start to finish. You're also going to get a lot of replayability and a lot of fun out of the creative people who will spend hours and hours and hours and hours on one little bitty section of their park, and that'll be awesome. And finally, you're going to have so much fun with the guys who are literally trying to break the game and see how far they can go to twist it and create content you wouldn't really see if you're just playing the game normally. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, they're still not they're not adding mods, so that kind of sucks. Hopefully they'll have a sandbox. I'm planning on doing another sandbox video, by the way, because there's some other stuff that's come out that's kind of, there might be a sandbox, guys. There might be. We don't know. But they either have to have a sandbox and the terraforming has to be on point. There has to be no limits, or there has to be mods. And if they don't have any of that, it might not be so good. But these types of players is going to be what makes the game. So be looking forward to that. I know I am. As soon as this game comes out, I'm going to be playing it so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, slap a like, subscribe if this is your first time to the channel, and I appreciate you guys like always. I'll see you down in the comment section below.